someone. Let's first establish the whole context of this thing.
Yes.
You're going to marry someone. Yeah.
Hey.
You're a man.
Yes.
And she gives you almost 50% of everything, or if not 80% of everything that you're going to marry her with. She literally pays off her dowry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the whole context about is that fine?
By the time we sasulidde dawari eyo naye alina kye yeewala kyadduka naye alina kyalaba nawe nakyo muyamba it's a win-win yeetaddemu kubanga ayagala kudduka mu ddibo Moody.
Nedda mwagadde kiteka bwe
No, Diana, let's give you.
You give us.
Do you want to give you?
So the issue is here, Diana.
Let me receive.
When we are dating each other, you also get to realize that this young man has something in him that actually nobody else can see.
Yes.
Whatever you do it out of love, and you do it because you also want to live and go.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. Why? Why do we all go to school and have equal opportunities if your money and your success can never be able to be substituted for anything? Diana, we go to mpozi ngoyagala kufuna kisajja kikadde era bwe oyagala okufuna omusajja omukulu myaka 5 45 either widow abamukulu
abamuto
bosanga emyaka no kisiziro wasizani ku myaka jange gino bwobera myaka 45 no waso omwalo w'emyaka 23 oba okuze nnyo olimba kabakaanako oba kigeke kugamba
omukazi gosina myaka 2 taba mwana
naye era still Masanyu at least obera wa myaka aija myaka 4 nga you cannot pay dowry really kiki kyo ekiba kyakulinze obulamu bw'ensi eno kwaki tofa n'ogenda n'ovaawo because you're useless. Let's be realistic. In your 40s, if you can't pay your own dowry, then you're useless.
Today conversation we atandikire.
Why have you taken so long without getting married? Now, that means you don't ina sente ngokola. Abantu abatalina sente za dawari be bana bali myaka 3 2 3 5 abo we bati 29 abo we bati abo nabo kati omwala bwavayo naye nga yakola yasoma naye nakwata na contributing to the dowry, then that means mukwatidde wamu mwezimbe mugende mu maaso bwozinangira nzikuwa obufumo muvemu.
So this is my thing.
Yes.
This is what I think.
Yes.
That as any young man, even the family jogendo kuwasa bachimanyi tonnafuna ki sente nyingi but kola ekyosobodde kyonna mu busobozi bwo. Ogendo was say as a man, the woman can support in so many other things. I'm not refuting the fact that women need support. Listen to me and get me well. I am saying a woman can support you in so many things. Yeah.
Even in dowry if she can.
Dowry you are supposed to pay.
Because ideally by the marriage has never been for Masanyu. Let me tell you this, Diana. I understand what you're trying to say. But marriage,
because
the institution of marriage and
you know why I'm saying this,
omuvubuka yenna bw'akeera ku makasi awaso omukazi, Diana. Family is supposed to marry for you, your wife.
Anje nkugamba wewe wenyini wenkwagala. That's why I'm saying
okuyo mutabani ne family
ngoyimiridde bwoti omwana obuwala akulabamu future agamba kale family sikuti sifuddeyo temulina kasente ninawo wano nkola mu banka nze ninawo wano nkola mu ministry of zimanyawo
bye bireeta entondo
atebireeta entondo just
lemiteli abasajja balina entondo Masanyu abogeddeko awo abasajja balina entondo.
I have never dated anyone who poor.
Kati this is the thing ngenda kuwa Masanyu. My thing is about
young man who is there. If bobo inaku obudde obuwalo obunaku obwavu
kubanga nawe oli mwavu abagaga munanga basajja abagaga ebyo tebabifaako mbobo oli nomwavu oba oli si mwavu ekikwogeza ebyo byonna kubanga oli mwavu kyekikwogeza ekyekugamba nze saagala mwavu kubanga mwavu munno naye oba olina mu ssente nga weemalirira ng'omusajja you don't mind whether this one is poor or not, but my concern mainly King, my concern mainly was about okumanya nti dowry omusajja yalina okukola ki ogisasu asobola okuyamba mu bintu ebirala byonna otegeera tyebananga emmotoka egenda okutwala ebintu amafuta biki otegeera like busobola oyambaga mu bintu ebirala but also what I am saying nti omusajja akwatagana ne famire ye bekolemu omulimu ate ne side ye ne y'omukyala boogere bye banaasobola otegeera ajje mu famire agambe nti this is what I can be able to afford for now tugende twezimbe until we make it we'll come back then okugamba okimanyi nti ne famire z'abakazi zimanyi okukwatirako ku basajja okimanyi nti omukazi akukwatirako ne taata we nakukwatirako nakuwasiza omukazi
twale muwala wange ave ku lujja.
What are you taking a burden?
No, yes, already mbawonya omumwe waka ngutwale ene wange ate n'omudibo mungi abasajja
so kyengamba nti you take whatever you can mu busajja bo ne famire yo n'emikwano gyo. That's why I am saying make a lot of friends as a man because obuvunanyizibwa obukutunuulidde bungi ate abasajja mwine entondo king you guys mwine entondo oyogerako 1 nenkugamba nti naye ente zogambe 10 ze wansasuze 5 ze yakola ki
why do you be telling me about the cows?
But because you're zinangira.
Excuse me madam chairperson,
just a minute.
Why don't you do
on something to Dan you're like nakusasula ente nyingi
mumpe
ayo like kwete ente nyingi zogamba
hello
nga twebase
gwewasizo
tayali yogedde bingi yalingidde wingizi mu kiyungu neyefumbirawo keyefumbidde naali
bwokoze
abamulangira akitegeere
onyize bunyizi
musire bulungi mmwe
obitaddemu busungu.
Madam Chairperson, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh Lord.
Thank you so much, my esteemed
plus
audience,
the house at large,
plus the general listeners and viewers. My name is Masanyu the Jew. Okay, let me get serious on this. King, we are in a different generation, a purely different generation. We're in a generation where God has generously provided for the women we've married.
Yeah, for sure.
I can say this without fear or favor that my woman earns more than I do, and she's a very generous woman
and kind woman,
and very kind and very submissive. I should add on that. And we are in a generation. I want to talk about Mikolo before even Mikolo, the person that you get as you are into the process of having your Mikolo done. It is okay these days, unlike the other past years. It is okay these days to come to an understanding that accept any help that comes your way when you are in the wedding preparations. It is important that you set aside your pride. We've been to Mikolo where the woman earns more than the man, or the families are far well off, and they cannot risk their son's wedding, be a mediocre wedding, because the son is very full of himself that he cannot probably accept an assistance from the woman's side or from the guy's side. So if it has to do with Mikolo, set aside your pride and go with the flow. Provision or the help of God is not restricted to pride of man. So if someone is willing to give you bride price, accept it. Because after all, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. But that favor that comes your way can include someone willing to pay your bride price. Can include the wife you're marrying choosing to pay for your honeymoon. The favor that comes from God, the favor that comes from the Lord can include the church giving you sound, a free paid venue, a bridal cars. Wedding preparation has nothing to do with the stand of a man.
For the dowry bit of it. That's why I say Omwala solo ku supporting in so many other things. But can you make sure as a man? Now if let
me give you an example. My father-in-law ngampasa muchala wange. My father-in-law unfortunately is settings ngo mvuka agenda okuwasa. Ngamanze million nga 5 oba bayinza okunsaba ente nga 10 ente bana we nabanje gambye ba million 2 nenga kambe ne million zangu banga 10 natandikira oko. To my surprise, my father-in-law told me, son, you just getting married, and you guys have a future ahead of you. You guys are just getting started with life. Na pabuwi. Twawe babuwi tata nansigamu. Nansigamu muwala papa. Nangamba tompa dawali. Nandibadde kati nenfuna bampa ku magezi tokkiriza abakazi bamukuwa batya nembagamba musajja antasiza milioni 15. Nembagamba shut up. Kati era nisinga twali mu wedding preparation yezo bansonye dawale kati nga mami angamba honeymoon agisasudde nga ngamba nti because I'm the man mbu
no, that's
does
different.
Anything have to do with my marriage? God gave me this scripture. And this is not to promote laziness, and this is not probably to probably challenge the stand of a man in a marriage or a relationship. But the help of God, let not the devil whisper those things to you. The help of God comes in so many ways. If your woman earns more than you do, and your woman is willing to stand in here and there,
that's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
Masanyu ayinza n'okubanga yesasulira liberation fees nga liberatinga nga yejja mu buwambe yejja mu busibe.
King is taking this conversation in a different direction.
Neyesasulira dawale.
But I want to emphasize
that does not mean that a man you should ignore your place. Atoba chala mukama yabatonda mu ngeri omukyala nga yakoze shopping ewaka. Omukyala nga yakoze shopping ewaka King. Buli kya shopping alina engeri ayagala okulaga mu nti ati shopping.
Obuzibu bwange buli bumu.
Ayizo ga mwami lero tugenda kulya ku basmat. Nogamba yaguze basmat.
I want to emphasize that a woman as a woman is a helper.
Yeah,
and it's very good for them to help you, to push you, to support you.
Also.
Yes.
But there is also a place of a man who is a provider.
Yes.
So let's not interswitch these things. Don't take for granted that your woman can come in once in a while. Are you listening to what I am saying? Tebibulamu namwe mutulangira wano omunyo nekugamba nsolta aweddewo n'ogamba olyamulye mbona kudda mulinda mu Masanyu uliriza Masanyu nkugamba nti hani nsolta aweddewo oba okomawo ne salt je mulyamulye nebula okugamba naye ngukutere ku sowani kapaketi kalamboso kokatuleko okalye. You get it?
Basajja bannange singa akaseera katuuka mami nakugambako manyi okulange naku zino bakwita kwogerako nakujukiza nti yesasudde rent guma mu bufumbo bulinga kiyungu kola ki guma
ngawe mutugamba tugume
guma mami waba yasasula dawale guma singa kijja maaso eyo mwoyo namulungamya okujjukiza nti yewasa nti yakuyambako mu kwewasa guma
ngomugamba nkusasule tubireko.
Marriage is a beautiful obufumbo bugazi. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Let not the devil whisper those small things olwokuba mami yakuyambako ata akuletera okuwulira awo
ajukira n'emikolo ebiri kimanyi nti mami ate asobola okuyamba jukira mami naye abeera ne burden eyewaabwe mu kwanjula. They have to provide food, decor, like everything. Now, nze kyengamba nti mami abeera naye ne burdens ze bw'asalawo okuyambako mu bintu ebimu well and good, but I am emphasizing that dowry yandivudde gy'oli oba si kyo n'oyogera n'abazadde n'okola ekisamusamu ky'osobola. Then two, eri ku wedding that's okay bakuwa dadi yakuwa
twala
kakati eri on the wedding Mommy can come up and pay the venue, or can help you, can help with anything, can buy her gown.
I've seen pride destroying mikolo. Ngomusajja bamutaddemu ebigambo ebyo, you are a man, you cannot allow this, no one should dictate for you the kind of wedding that you want. Do a wedding kujamu, tokiriza muntu kutegeza, and we've seen poorly organized weddings because the man failed to accept that he needs help.
But naenza kino kyembagamba kiwonya mmwe because let me tell you omukazi eva mukazi omukazi buli wa contributing ennyo somehow pride ejja
No.
Naturally, later over time, I'm telling you. With time, you start feeling offended.
With time, men that are not secure and they
with time.
Sichikiriza nti kweno shose bonemereddwa okwogera lwakuba mu ababiri muli mukwogera.
Yogera.
Kwata. Ate kye kinakutugobya wano. Kwata munaawo. Yogera.
You see, one of the things is, the issue here is this, guys.
Yeah.
I think we fail to understand what life is exactly. And in a space where, in a dispensation where there is women empowerment and, you know, women emancipation, there are particular things people need to understand. What is women emancipation and women empowerment? And literally, what does that mean? That means that you are elevating a woman to an equal level and status of a man.
Opportunities.
Opportunities, yes.
Yes.
And opportunities tantamount to financial freedoms. You understand that?
Yeah.
Now, in a space, again, I want to say this. Why I say the Manta Banako? Manyibo wasomu kutuyi nanga munako mwavu kubongo. Mindset ebaya uro. They think that the little money they have given you is everything kakakikasuwa kebali baliko. You understand that? But someone who has grown up in wealth, someone who has been told, someone who knows much, understand that when things fail, I have to step in.
I step in, yes.
I have to step in. And then part of dowry, honestly speaking, honestly speaking, dowry, I think, if you like a guy,
you pay your dowry.
For example, let me ask you something. Isn't it the same way whereby inti mweje tugenda okuwasa sima mwino tegeka emikolo gy'okwanjula nga family kati kulwachi nsooka n'ennongoose ennyumba yammwe nammwe nenjipevinga nensiiga langi
oli musajja you're a man and you're doing it willingly.
No leta sola
nendeta dana
no sibe ekikomera
muŋŋambye dawale waffe twetaaga ente 200 nsoze miliyoni zange 2 oba 4 nzibawadde nane ne muŋŋamba mwa mutabani wogenda okuwase soko jolongooseewo, but that is supposed to be a preparation and a ceremony of the family to organize to welcome visitors. Why am I watching natures?
Baba yagadde osiimye tewali akukase tewatadde ku mundu, but again you're a man oli musajja king.
No.
Yes.
This conversation is getting heated. Let's come back.
We help jumpstart your day like this. Wake up call.